Once upon a time, a long, long time ago, a baby named Jesus was born in a manger in Bethlehem. I'm sure you've all heard quite a bit about Jesus' birth before. You know that there are shepherds and wise men and stars and barn animals around when he was born. That's quite a list, but there really weren't many there when you think about it. You'd think that the whole world would have shown up for the birth of its Savior. We hear a lot about the people and animals that went to the manger. Let's find out about the ones that stayed away. Hello over there. Pardon me, folks. Nice day, isn't it? Yo, you guys. Say, aren't you guys shepherds? Yeah. So did you go to Bethlehem to see the baby? No. But I thought there were supposed to be shepherds there. That must have been some other shepherds. Yeah. Well, why didn't all of you go? What's that? A union contract? Let me see what it says. Shepherds Union Local Number 404, Minimum Acceptable Working Conditions. Article 5, no shepherd shall be required under any circumstances to venture more than an hour's distance from his usual field of abiding. The aforementioned shepherd may venture further if he so chooses, but only if the weather isn't cold, the sheep aren't sick, and if he really feels like it. Let me see if I've got this straight. You didn't go to see the baby because it's not your job description, right? Yeah. You guys don't take many risks, do you? No. Guess you never get hurt that way, but you missed out on a really big event. Where are you going? I wanted to ask you a few more questions. Article 6, no shepherd of Union Local 404 shall be required under any circumstances to answer a lot of nosy questions from a complete stranger. A couple questions maybe, but not too many. Guess they missed seeing the baby because they didn't want to change their routine. I guess we're all afraid to change sometimes. Are you the three wise men?
Yes, indeed we are.
Absolutely. No question about it.
You must be the ones that went to see the baby in Bethlehem. And you brought him gold, frankincense, and myrrh, right?
Well, actually, we were a bit tied up that day.
Tied up?
Yes, you see, there was a very important spot on the conference that we absolutely had to attend. Yes, terribly important. Terribly important.
We wouldn't have missed it, really. It was certainly an intellectual milestone.
What was the conference about, anyway?
Well, I can't say that I remember exactly, but it was a very important conference.
Say, what was the conference about anyway?
Let me see. Oh, I remember now. The exact title of the conference was Celestial Signs That Will Indicate the Birth of the Messiah, Theoretical and Technical Aspects.
Yes, exactly.
Good of you to remember.
Celestial signs. Does that mean stars and things like that?
Yes, exactly. You're a well-educated child.
So you must have spent a lot of time looking through telescopes.
Well, actually, there are no windows in the meeting room. That made it easier to see the slides.
I was quite busy the whole week. I didn't get to go outside at all.
Nor did I.
Nor I.
And you didn't see the star?
What star?
The huge star up in the sky. Some other wise men followed it to a manger in Bethlehem. They say they saw the Christ child.
Are you sure it wasn't a rainbow? More of the influential wise men are sure it will be a rainbow.
The star theory is definitely out. The rainbow theory is much more credible.
I personally favor the lightning bolt theory. So dramatic.
But you missed the baby.
Couldn't have been the right baby. The star theory is out.
Absolutely not.
Could be.
The lightning bolt theory is interesting. I was talking about that with a friend just the other day.
Let's not forget the meteor shower theory.
Ah, the meteor shower theory. A bit overrated, if you ask me.
Too big.
Indeed.
Well, it seems that these wise men were too preoccupied with their theories to notice the coming of the Christ child. Ideas can get in the way sometimes, especially if you really like them.
I'll bet you didn't know that the star over the manger was supposed to be a whole bunch of stars. Kind of like a fireworks display, but some of the stars chickened out last minute. Hey, that looks like them over there. You are some of the best looking stars I've ever seen, but then again, I've really never seen a star close up before. You must be young stars, that's why you're so bright. So did you guys shine over the baby in Bethlehem? Were you sick that day? Did your mom and dad make you stay home? Did you fall from the sky? Was it too cold out for stars? Do you have to stay inside at night? Well then, why didn't you shine for the baby in Bethlehem? Could you say that a little bit louder?
Because we're too shy.
Oh, I see. Well, I guess we know why the stars didn't go. They were too shy.
Man, I never thought I'd get out of those shops alive. I have never in my whole life seen so many people.
Pardon me, but it seems like you've had a very busy day.
Busy? Honey, when you're an innkeeper's wife, you're always busy. But you're right, today was especially bad.
Why is that?
There's just a lot to do, that's why. I've had to buy all these gifts for his relatives and mine, buy this turkey and all the stuff that goes with it, and all these dumb decorations. On top of that, I have to wrap all these presents, put up all these dumb decorations, and clean and stuff this bird. Also, we've gotten in that's crammed to overflowing with the holiday travel crowd. Busy? Honey, right now I've got a busyness degree.
So you and your husband run this inn, is that right?
Yeah, that's right.
Well, it's very nice of him to let that pregnant woman stay in the barn.
There's a pregnant woman in the barn.
Not anymore. She's had the baby.
Oh, brother.
Maybe you could go out and see him sometime.
Now you listen here, Buster. I've got way too much to do to spend time coochie-cooing some little baby.
But this is a special baby.
They're all special. Is that baby gonna help me get all this work done?
Well...
Of course not. It's the holiday season and I have work to do.
Are you leaving?
Yes, I have a lot of work to do.
Kind of interesting, isn't it? She's got the Messiah in her backyard, and she doesn't have time to go and see him. Some of her barn animals will get closer to Jesus than she will. Some of her barn animals, but not all of them. So you were right there, in the barn, when baby Jesus was born?
No.
You weren't inside the barn at all?
No.
Do you always have to stay outside?
No. Nope. And no way.
Why didn't you go inside to see the baby?
We're not good enough to see the baby.
But some of the other animals went inside.
I told you, we're not good enough to see the baby.
Nobody's good enough to see that baby, but some went to see him anyways.
We're not good enough to see the baby.
But you don't have to be good. That's why the baby was born. None of us are good enough.
We're not good enough to see the baby.
I guess you get the picture. The barn animals just didn't think they were good enough to see the Christ child. Well, that just about wraps it up. I hope we've given you a little introduction to some of the folks that stayed away from the manger. Just in case you've forgotten already, I'll remind you one more time. Remember the shepherds? They stayed away because they didn't think their responsibility was to go. It wasn't in their job description. How about the wise men? Do you remember them? They stayed away because their ideas were more important to them than the baby. And the stars, they stayed away because they were
Too shy.
After the stars, we met the innkeeper's wife. She was too busy with holiday preparations. Finally, we met some barn animals. They didn't think they were good enough. How about you? Will you stay away from the manger this Christmas? Yes.
How about